Good morning. It's 7:44 a.m. Monday, February 6, 2016. 7:44. 44 is very strong. Fortitude, powerful. 7 is spirituality. That's not religion. That's nothing bogus. Spirituality is information relative to spirit, which is literally energy that has become sentient. Not too happy about having to make this video, but whatever. Life isn't just about happiness. My existence in this body sure as hell ain't. It seems once we open up one door, another one crashes for the most part. Things move forward and then they fall apart. There's a lot going on. There's a meeting coming up now in South Africa. ETs only. Very few regular topside or terra. Earth and humanoids will be invited. It has to do, they're going to be leaving the planet under armed escort. We'll talk about that in a minute. I realize that a lot of people have websites where they talk about, they concentrate on the ET stuff and everything else. That's cool, as long as they're doing the best they can to tell the truth. That's why I like Tyler down in Secure Team 10. The information was just sent to me by other family members of mine. And, but he's a good guy. This channel is not for anything other than giving you the information that I know is important to you. If you don't like me saying that, turn the damn thing off. I'm not here to make people happy. I'm here to do a job. I'm here to do the best thing I can for you while I'm still stuck in this damn body. To help you understand yourself, what's coming, what's happening. If you have a herd of wild horses, and then someone sets off a gun, there's panic. They all go running around, bump into each other until they get put in one big, order. The alpha takes the lead, leads them, and sometimes they're leading them into a corral. So, I don't want that to happen with you all, because it's been happening since the dawn of creation. Those that know this best are the Drachk. As far as in physical body, they're the Drachk. Oh yeah, there's a war going on the other side now. Source, everything else is being taken out, destroyed, killed, deleted. Everything that wants to hold on to the old way, everything that's thinking with the old process and won't let go of it is being destroyed. That's war. This is warfare now. It had stopped for a little while with the new council that I told you was there, and they got stupid, so. There's different types of spirit, sentient energy. I talk about that in its entirety in the first book of the creation series. Bada boom, bada bing, creation, its beginning and your origin. That's how everything started. The beings that were released in the beginning, right here, right in this book. What really exists on the other side? What's this God thing, you know? The perfect, all-loving, all-forgiving God that then made hell to abuse you forever and loves us so much that it gives us war, pestilence, disease, having our children sent home in body bags, having someone come in the house and murder your wife and you, or maim you, and then you stay alive with the memories of what happened. Getting these bodies, it's hard as hell to get out. You got to blow them up. Yeah, that's a loving God. And if it deserved praise, why the hell would it want it? And then, more importantly than that, why would it allow it? It's sad, it's sick. It's all a lie. What you've been told. I don't have commercials on this channel, and I never will. If I like something, I'll tell you about it. I don't get anything out of it except the fact that I told you something I know is good for me and hopefully good for you. What I'm about is trying to help you become yourself. And also I do want to explain other things going on. There's things going on out in space. People see it, they'll post it. It's not their fault, but they don't understand what's going on. Part of my job, while I'm still stuck in this fracking body, not much longer. Looks like I have to get more serious about that now. How do I say this? I'm trying to summarize, generalize everything. I know, hurry up, I know. There's so much stuff happening out there in space you need to know about. You need to understand what's going on with it, what's really happening here. The more information you have, the better decision you can make about things. The other side right now is insane. There's all these little source beings running around. Not source animal, not source angel, but source beings that are arrogant, and then some of them stupid, stuck in the old way, and they will not comply to decease, acting out so. There's nothing controlling everyone's life over there right now properly. It's in chaos. It'll come together and fall apart again. So, it's animal lessons. I got something I got to look at. Be right back. As excuse me, as I was saying, there's a war going on. "7:55 a.m. Monday, February 6, 2017. That bird that was making all that noise was warning me about something. It was animal essence talking to me about something going on. So it had to be dealt with. Folks, if this seems insane, like in a way it is. It's a radical, improper thought process that was started, that was taken care of. I mean, that was nurtured. Abuse of whole creation was nurtured. It was made and then abused on purpose. It was nurtured by the original first being male and female, what you'll keep praising as God. God loves us so much, but then he abuses us, and my little 2-year-old boy broke his arm, and why? Well, you're so stupid and God's so smart we can't understand. Really? How fracking stupid and sick is that? It's easy for us to be manipulated when we're in the body by the other side, our ET friends. And by the way, I'm going to talk about what's going on in, I was going to say Johannesburg and some other places in South Africa. Anyway, there's some large ET facilities in South Africa and Australia. And they're going to start emptying out because of what's coming, but we'll get there in a minute. How can we make good decisions? How can we hang with a religion that says this God thing that they make up is so smart and intelligent, we're so stupid that when it abuses us, just turn the other cheek and please hit me again? All right, that's just sick. All these thought processes that have been given to us, given to our parents, given to their parents, don't blame them. The blame for this came from the other side. That's where it started. And that's where things are going to get fixed, but not until the other side's fixed. Like I said, there's war over there. And there's an extraction process with our fellow family members. We call them ETs, extraterrestrials, coming from different planets. They do. They're awesome. Look, here. I talk about the Drachk race, okay? Let's go there for a minute. Okay, let me clear all this. This calculator's downstairs. 10.46. Where is that? Okay. Let me tell you how long this has been going on. Some people might not care, some do. Okay. And it goes on and on. $10.846 times 237 2,570 26.5 times 10,000 800 and 10,000. $287. Okay, I think it's 2,000. Let's see here. 287 plus. Okay, it's about 2,857 trillion. So take 2,857, multiply that times a trillion. That's how old the Drachk race is. The Drachk. I've told you they're the first ones they are. Since the very first life ever had in creation, it's been crazy. In the third dimension and the other dimensions where there's bodies, it's been built off of the third dimension. Then there's the first dimension, it's like a basketball. And then inside is the energy going on, and the outside of the basketball is literally a force field that nothing can get in and out of, nothing. Okay, that's Arae's hardest energy, period. Now, surrounding that basketball, so take the basketball, put it in the middle of a cloud, huge cloud. That cloud is the second dimension. That's where everyone lives when they're not in the body. Okay, and then the other dimensions are built off of it. In an outwards motion. So third dimension is physical. Second dimension, the only physical mass there is whatsoever is heavy particulate mass floating around. There's not that much of it. So anyway, the Drachk are here to get rid of stuff, to literally pull the problems out of this planet. They don't have to come here and blow it up like your sci-fi movies. I mean, Antids are the second race. They're incredibly old too. They're very strong. They're very powerful. They're very compassionate. They're understanding. I've told you things would happen, and they've happened. I didn't tell you next Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. that a pink butterfly is going to land on the White House, and then everybody grows angel wings and rides flying donkeys out of there, or elephants, whatever. I give you a basic thought process that's pretty close, accurate, and then it starts happening. I don't like to talk about what I see on the other side in some regards, because there's nothing but chaos over there. Nothing, no one's running it yet. They don't have the power level, and the ones that do will not attack and kill anything. That's not their job. That's not what they're there for, and they were told not to. That's Arae's job. The other side, literally, will stay in a state of chaos until everything over there that's a problem is dead, destroyed. But remember, there's over 4 trillion planets with hundreds of millions and billions and trillions of beings on them. They die, they come out, then they're a problem. Some of them. A lot of them. So it just keeps happening. Until finally there's something on the other side. Until Arae goes home. I'm tired of mincing words. When there is something on the other side, the other side is run by what's biggest and strongest and makes it happen. And the other side controls your lives. Everyone's lives, everything's lives. the planets moving around, everything. I had to bring up Source a long time ago and talk about it. Why? Excuse me. Source plays an important part in what's going on. It's the strongest form of spirit there is. It's no better than nothing else. Usually it's more of a problem. It comes from heart energy, but too much of a negative attitude for a lot of parts of it, a lot of arrogance. Desire to be in control, wanting to be liked and loved. I mean, there's all kinds of issues come from that. I had to bring that up. I didn't have any choice. I had things I had to explain that couldn't be explained if I admitted that truth. That's being changed 5 times and more daily till I leave. And then once Arae's free, not me, Arae, or that's who's talking to me really, but whatever. Not this body. This body needs to go. Once it's free, then it just happens, boom. Then as stuff comes out, it goes, it's in the field anyway, then poof. Done. Deleted. But in the meantime, our friends in space are extracting some of the problems from this planet. One time I showed you one of the videos where the Drachk took out a whole facility, underground facility. They ripped it out of the ground. The Illyrian's taken a huge sample. What is that, a mile long? A little over a mile in length? I don't know, whatever. It's important that you all understand the fullness of who you are, and who you really are, not just what's in your body, but who you are when you're in your normal state, spirit, sentient energy, free living, floating energy, no pain, no suffering. Those things you enjoy 1,000 times more, 100 to 1,000, depending on what it is. The ability to fly everywhere, the remembrance, the total recall of all your lives. Some of you trillions of lives, and you can access all that information just boom. Just like, what do I want to cook? What's in the fridge to cook for dinner? That's what you go through when you literally want to look at everything in your lives. That's what you can do, the real you, not this thing stuck in a body. So what's the importance of you? It's big stuff. It's big stuff. All of us came from that first being, and with all its screw-ups, it had a lot of things going against it. Well, it's gone. The biggest problems are gone now. Well, there's all these little ones. They can't just be taken out all at one time. You can't do that when you're in a body. You can't see. Being in a body is like being shoved into the middle of the La Brea tar pits, at least 10 foot under the surface of it. Your lives are built upon lies and misconceptions. I tell people what's going on. In my consults, I explain things rather explicitly, and I definitely crank the hell out of you. It's expensive. I have family members doing it now, and they're not near as expensive as I am. Folks, I charge $800 for up to 2 people max. Takes less than an hour. About the only complaint I get is people's heads growing. But I'm trying to give everyone the information. If they relax and take the time to open themselves up and see for themselves, you can start to get the gist of what's really happening, who you really are. It's amazing. There's so many people want to see how fat the Kardashians' butt got. Look at this, look at that, whatever. I guess in its own way that's self-serving to its own end, but what's their final definition? Where's their final destination? I don't ever want to be bothered again by YouTube or anyone else saying, let's do commercials. It's disgusting for me. I'm not here to run a million hits on whatever. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see the hits and subscribers go up. There's more people listening. But it's your info. It's you. The history of the planet. The ETs coming in and out. You ever wonder why there's so many of us over the years have been abducted? Taking parts of us, you're remembering being on the table and they take some of your DNA. They don't kill you, they want to take your DNA. Why? Because they're working with it. They have been for a long time. And then the government finally found out enough, and they say, you know what? You guys want some DNA? We'll help you with the DNA. But you know what? Help us with more high tech. Yeah, we want to be the toughest ruling country on the planet. We want to be in control. And as soon as that happens, then the people in that group and that country, then individuals want to take control. It's a self-defeating cycle. And everything was kept going like that by the original first being, who literally, what y'all call God, but I've called God when I was a kid. The original first angels would take their energy, go right down through the upper crown, middle crown, lower crown, right into the hypothalamus, and literally make you think whatever they wanted you to, and you thought it. If they told you can fly, jump off the cliff, you did. If you need to stay in that body and not die yet, they make sure you stayed in that body. You had more abuse coming. But if they wanted you to get out, they kill you. And they were just servants, damn near mindless, just being told what to do. They were made for that function. Well, anyway, let's get away from that. War's going on. More of the problems are being killed. And yada, yada, yada. That's all I want to think about there right now. Involved in this thing, not daily, 24/7. Tired of it. Anyway, the only way for me to do anything is make plans of my own. So now I've done it again, but with a different ending. Anyway, let's talk about South Africa. Okay, our ET friends in South Africa. Also in Australia. There's a good number of Circassians living in Australia. They do all kinds of good stuff. They're underground. They have their tunnels and stuff. They like being in space, but there's a lot of them here that do, a lot of times being in space, they do stuff in underground facilities. There's many, many places that do not have atmosphere. They're incredible beings with an understanding of biology that's just about second and almost close to second to none, second to very few. Let's put it that way. They're incredible at it. They understand. They're going to help this planet. That's why they're stationed here. But some of the other folks that are hanging around, they're leaving. In Australia, actually on the planet, but especially around Australia. But the ones that are leaving around Australia are more around the outer perimeter near the coast. There's a reason why these facilities are close to the coast of these continents, because it's a short drive to go through those little chutes to go out into the ocean. If you look at Google Earth, you look at the ocean, how it's set up, it's a painting. It's a painting. The governments don't want you to know what's really there. Google knows. There are things in the ocean you cannot see. You're not allowed to. So they had an artist literally make a basic picture of it, and they computerize it, and then they work with it from there. Go Google Earth. Look at the ocean. Tell me what you see. If you don't see a picture, a painting, then you're not relaxing and getting a good view. You're not able to use you're not accessing your faculties. Most of this planet is water. That's where they come in and out all the time. Why do you think these migrating herds of, if you can call them, of whales and dolphin and stuff, they just jump out of the water? Why do you think? Because they want to get the hell out of there. Because of frequencies and vibrations being caused by massive movements of ETs on and off the planet. I'm not mad at anyone for not seeing it. If I was, first thing I got to do is get mad at myself, because until I could see it, I couldn't. I'm mad it's happening. Everything I see, if you could see what I see, you would find the problems with creation. The beauty of the animals, the beauty of other beings from other planets, the beauty of who you are inside that you're locked out of. You're so busy running around trying to get that new telephone, that new car. You got to have 2 new cars, got to be better than the people next door and 3 houses down. So many, I'm not saying that you all like that. I'm just saying there's so many people, our mass population on this planet, that's what it's like. You all listen to me for a reason, because you understand. Because something pulls you in there. There's something about what this crazy old man in overalls is talking about. I'm doing all I can. I just want you all to start. Start being you. See things for yourself. The current state of creation is sad. It's sick, chaotic. The second dimension is in a state of war. It's one freak on one side and all the idiots on the other side. Everything's staying out of the way. It is not just being left alone, but protected. Over here, in the third dimension, physical world, you have the Drachk antids and a lot of other folks. It's not just them that are freeing this planet from what's been here for a long time. On one end, I tell you the animals were leaving. I've been seeing it for 8 years now. They were going to leave in large numbers. They started doing that drastically with the Sega Antelope 2015. One of my videos, February 2015, I talked about, the animals are leaving more en masse. And then the end of March, there it is. Half the world's population of Sega Antelope in Kakistan is where they were located in Kakistan, between Russia and China. They just dropped dead. No one knew why, so I said so. I put it out there. Put it on the video. Said they died because a bacteria attacked them. Instead of saving them and attacking other harmful bacteria, they were mutated to turn around and kill the host. Well, that would take a long time. These bacteria last, what, an hour in the body? They evolve. You can evolve those pretty quick with no effort whatsoever. And it's a soft death that, boom, puts you down. It's not painful. Then I told you about the ETs coming in and the Drachk coming in, putting a huge force field around so much of the solar system. Just a bit outside Mars. And I told you that people would be escaping, that there's wars coming, and people try to leave and they didn't have clearance. What happened? They went into dimensional trying to sneak in and out. The Drachk are right there. Drachk shoot them, kill them. And when that happens, a ship cannot maintain, for a ship to be in between dimensions, inside the dimensional barrier, takes a lot of power. As soon as you attack that ship, poof, it drops back down in the third dimension. Can't go in the second dimension. Nothing's allowed to go in there in physical mass. Excuse me. So, then all of a sudden you get these reports. Almost immediately, here's reports of ships coming in, asteroids coming in, and then go secure Team 10. Go look at it's a UFO asteroid does 180-degree turn over Hungary. And that's not the only one. Look at Ireland. It wasn't that long ago over where Siobhan is. They had two cars. They say the Irish government said that there was two cars. That there was an accident in a field of cars. And there was an accident in the field. They took armored vehicles and they literally closed off the road over there. It wasn't. I don't think it was that. It was the Belfast police. But they just literally quarantined it off and blocked it. You're not going through an armored, these armored vehicles unless you have a tank. And then they wouldn't let anyone in there. They let the news crews right behind it. But what happened was a long ways away. So what they said was, here's a cover story. A couple cars got in a crash out in the middle of a field. And so they had to block off the streets. It's like, wow, really? And then guess what? They didn't get tow trucks to get the cars out, the wrecked vehicles. They got an army transporter truck and something left in it with huge tarps over it. Yeah, that happens here all the time. Cars get in a wreck and here they close off the streets. Here comes the army transport to take away your cars. How stupid do they think you are? They really don't care. They can tell you what they want. Remember the old swamp gas? I'm 61. I've been around too long in this damn body. That's what they used to say. It was swamp gas. Well, we got a lot of swamp gas doing some crazy shit right now, don't we? Anyway. Excuse me, the Allurian are here to change this food issue we have on the planet. And the animals are leaving. You're going to have to understand that. You're going to have to understand why I'm telling you have to do something. When you're faced with not being able to eat animals, you're going to have to face it because it's such a big part of everyone's daily life. When it's gone, you have to face it. If someone hits you with another car, you have to face it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not telling you have to do something for me. I'm telling you something's going to be made to happen where you're going to have to deal with it. Don't worry about me. I don't matter. Okay? I don't even belong here anymore. The thing is that I'm doing everything I can to help you all wake up and see this stuff for yourself. I'm telling you about what's really going on. And as it happens, for the most part, Uh, and I want you to become your full self so that you can make the best decision possible for yourself, for your families. I've cranked up families, man, and they're all fired up. It's amazing what that does for you. Fortitude, health, everything. It's just... Anyway, all the people that have called up, or, you know, I should say not called up, emailed over the years, telling me I should do it for free, and that if I was this or that, then I would be doing it for free. Then, you know, when people don't have money, I understand. I cranked up over 800 people for free, but when I first started doing this, wouldn't let anyone give me a penny. Then when I started losing house, I said, well, I was being shown real quick what was going on. When you get cranked up, your DNA changes, so there's something going on with that too now. There's something, other testing that's getting ready to be done. It's through Spain. Proving that I evolve your DNA as well as make your brain physically grow, get bigger, your abilities take off. After a certain event happened here recently, December 22nd, after what I did relative to myself, and then being slammed with a battery, just literally putting myself in the middle of all these doctors, psychiatrists, and everyone else, and everybody gave me this immediate, clean bill of health. This one psychiatrist looked at me and she goes, she's so cool, she loves animals and stuff too, and she actually said, I can feel your energy. She's like, what the hell is this? And I showed him the quantitative electroencephalogram reports. That Martin Parra did out in Sweden. Here's the original one right here, one of them. I'll put it on the video. That's me touching the hypothalamus of his brain. This, if you look at this and then you just look at the other report I put. I put the one before without me and your brain, without me and Martin's brain, and then this one with me and Martin's brain. I show you the two of them side by side. I was showing that, and plus all the other data that goes with. There's all kinds of data that goes with it, and the doctors didn't just look at a picture, look at it and put it down. I mean, they were spending 5 minutes on it, looking at it. They're like, no way is this possible. Now I'm going to prove that I can literally evolve your DNA. That's going on. I'll leave you all the information you need to know about what I am and what I do. Why? Because of you, what I do for you, what happens. That's what my job is. I can't do it while I'm stuck here, so in this damn body, so I'm doing what I can until I get out. Fortitude? Yeah, I got fortitude. There has to be something that won't stop. There has to be something that actually cares about you. There is. Past couple of videos have been informative, but a bit sad. You know, if things are sad, I'm sad. I don't have bull crap for you. I don't have something to make up. That's stupid. What the hell? What purpose does a lie serve? What? What the hell purpose is it ever to say a lie? Save a life and bring, aggression towards yourself instead of someone you love? If it's not something like that, then there's absolutely no purpose in it. Take every day as you can. Do what you can. Take care of yourself. Do what you can for those you love. I just want all of you to become yourself. Times are changing. The earthlings are finding out that they're a grain in the sandbox. Not like your religions say, God only made you, you're so special, he made you just like him. The forward movement of creation is based upon male and female. So if there's a father God who was a female, he just made woman, made himself, whatever. That stuff's so full of lies, I can't stand it. Anyway, this thing in South Africa, again, to get back there, there's a lot of folks that live on this planet. They've been here for a long time. Some of them were already here 11 million years ago. Your books, your data, your bullshit religions and everything. Oh, there's been life here 6,000 years. Here's where you pay. You want to go to heaven. You don't want to go to hell. Pay here. Go to our church, because when we take you to heaven, our plane, we take you first class, not coach. People pay and pay and pay. Old people are afraid of what happens when their body finally quits. They don't understand they're being freed. They think they're going to hell. They're worried about it anyway. That's what I should have said. Almost nothing is like it seems. Change, proper change, justice, it's coming. It's already happening. But getting to the point where you can see it and it's part of your life instead of abuse, that's coming. No hype, no crap, no commercials. It was time for change. The biggest part of it was done, but there's one more big part coming up, and then it just happens. Folks, I love you, man. If you can take the time, 5 minutes, 2-3 times a day, just relax. Just sit there for a moment, breathe in nice full breaths, relax, and try to calm down the body. Then let go of your mind, okay? And then just you can look forward and just go into a daze. Release your focus and look in a corner, ceiling walls, white color, any color, just relax. Or close your eyes. And just for a moment, let go of the insanity that you deal with all day long. And the more you can let go, the more you relax. You can open up, and if I was you, I'd ask for your spirit animal to come in and say, hey, everything I've gone through for 8 years, everything I've done here and over there, the one thing that's never lied to me, never, was animal essence. Never. Folks, I love you, man. Have a good one. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I left out, so I had to come back again. The ET, this meeting, the ET meeting issues. It's happening on two different levels, two different fronts. South Africa, one of them is literally inside Johannesburg. The other one's a little outside. The one in Johannesburg is the humanoid, the human, strong DNA ETs that fly around on ships and stuff. The other one is an underground facility that's huge. The one that, what both meetings are about is a bunch of people that have been living here for a long time evacuating from the planet. I'm talking about ETs, not people, humanoid, earthly humans, talking about ETs that have been living here actually longer than us. So their bodies' DNAs didn't come from here, but a lot of them have been adapted so they can live here. Some of the very humanoid types will be in a meeting, like I said, in Johannesburg. As I mentioned earlier, I told you about the Drachk coming here and stuff being pulled away. You've actually seen one of the videos of Drachk ship cut out an underground facility and remove the whole damn thing. The races that have been here, some of them 11 million years and a little more, they know what's coming. Not the destruction of the earth. Strong change, number one. Number two, you might get vicious. If you do ever see anything blow up or something, and I don't think you're going to see much of anything, but if you do, it will not be the Drachk, will not be the Antid. It'll be the problematic Anunnaki that literally have been running this planet in the third dimension here for over 10 million, a little over 10 million years. A little over 10 and a quarter million years. So anyway, finally, these people are understanding that even though Drachk, Antids, and these other wonderful beings, people from other planets, they got the idea this isn't a happenstance 1-2 operation. This is something that's going to happen until all the problematic Anunnaki are ripped off the planet. Until everything else that's a problem here on the planet is going to get ripped out. So they want to get out of here. Plus, with what the Drachk have recently done, knocking out some of these subway systems and everything else, it's not only more dangerous to move around, they can't get their hands on some of these raw metals, materials, resources here in the earth. So those of these other people that have been living here for a little over 11 million years, most of them, some of them, most of them, whatever, most of them, I guess, whatever. They can't make money because everything was shut down by the Drachk and Antids and some other folks. So that was a big part of what's going on in Alaska. Gold, silver, iridium or something. I don't know. I'd have to Google it and figure out what the right word is. There's something like that in in Alaska too. So that's almost been depleted anyways, what I'm getting. Everywhere else on the planet also, Brazil, Peru. So they're meeting down there in South Africa And they're meeting with Drachk and Antid representatives. There's a few Drachk down there for the security. But it's through the Antids that negotiations are being made for these people to leave. Some of the people are not going to be allowed to leave. This is not a get out of jail free card. So there will be a mass evacuation from Australia. Anything that tries to leave with some of the others, and there will be some, they'll be shot down. They'll be shot down immediately. When's this going to happen? Don't exactly know, but it's not too far away. Probably within 3 months. So, big change. And if anything does get blown up, destroyed, or there's somebody raising a fuss, it's the Anunnaki. It's the problematic Anunnaki here, and a lot of your governments are involved. Anyway, I had forgotten to talk about that, and I need to get that out to you. The United States prides itself on the ability to conduct wars, even though it doesn't ever fully solve anything. But, you know, you got to cut the cancer out to get stuff to stop. But does it, you know, I understand it. It's insanity, but I understand the insanity that's everywhere, that everything was made to be. But the U.S. government prides itself on surgical strikes. You think the Drachk can't do a lot better than that at it? Yeah. They carved out an underground facility and removed it. And almost no one knows about it. This will be done right. This will be done proper. But you will find out about it. And my family members that are involved in this, I'm getting ready to shut down. Y'all need to go ahead and pick this up with our friends in space. You all know why I'm here. You all know kind of what's going on. You all know what my job is. So the other side needs to be purged. I need to leave. So Deanna's changing some things on her websites where she and I will do some crank-ups together. That'll get her used to doing it. I've got my own private crank-ups, the ones that Deanna will be putting out there. It's about an hour, $450. She and I will be doing that together. My crank-up's still the same thing, $800 for 45 minutes. It always goes over, but I have to put something up there. And that's for up to 2 people. This will keep going as long as it needs to, as long as it can. So anyway, sometimes it's hard to know exactly how much of what to say. But anyway, family members, I need to take care of other things. I'll be doing consults, and I don't have time for this other stuff. I have more important items to process, and you all know what those are. Some of the source on the other side just attacks spirit animals and their offspring, so to speak. No. I won't stop till I'm done. till there's nothing left. That's the thought process behind mopping a floor, right? Clean it up. Anyway. This will happen. You will get your evidence. You will see it. Folks, it's time to come alive. If you really want to know what's going on, if you really want to become yourself, if you want to be aware of what's really happening around you, for you, your children, their children, it's time to get involved in what? And taking time 3 times a day to relax and float inside yourself. And you want to talk to something that's not going to lie to you, talk to the animal spirit guides. Otherwise, pot luck, good luck. That'll change. But right now it's chaos over there, and other than a few idiots, it's your spirit guides, it's not their fault. They're doing everything they can to help you. But the animals, they've been changed. Their energy, their spirit has been changed. They're much they were stronger than everything else, pretty much. But now they're much stronger. And Source is being taken out all over the place over there. So, folks, love you, man. Have a good one.